guys, so check this out. I wanted to go ahead and make this video for you guys just because I felt like there was a greater position in, and honestly, and when I say greater position, I mean in a sense of this game has been on the rise for a while. Now, I necessarily have not really put too much energy into looking up TemTem. You know what I'm saying? I've seen plenty of gameplay, I've seen plenty of footage, and what I've learned about it so far is that it's not Pokemon, but essentially is a how Pokemon should be done kind of situation. So, I thought about it. So I was like, what would I want to play now that I got PlayStation 5? And even though I'm currently doing, Horizon Zero Dawn on PlayStation 5 and playing a few other games in mind. So, and I'm literally on the verge of finishing Pokemon Xenoverse. So I figured I would need something new to play. So I looked it up, kept looking, couldn't find much, right? Next thing I know, I'm finding all types of stuff. And, so I decided to not go about this in your standard Pokemon-esque game. So I looked up the starters for TemTem, and I see them. Not bad. The designs look refreshing, I will say the least on that. But what makes me concerned is that I don't know how quickly I'll pick up this game. I'm probably gonna take a couple L's before I keep it pushing on this one. But that's besides the point. So I looked up on Eurogamer and I found this post by who is an associate editor named Matthew Reynolds. And this was posted, what is this now? July 22nd of last year. Now, in his report, he dictates that you can choose between Crystal, Smazy, or Hochik within 5 minutes of starting the game. So that's not that. That sounds like your standard Pokemon game when you think about it. But then he goes on to continue with. He says what makes it difficult is that there are some clear differences to Pokemon with a different set of types to learn and understand and little knowledge of the meta. Because of this, the game with TemTem is in early access, so there's no clear answer on what TemTem starter to choose from, but we can explain what every starter is, their evolutions, and some things you should know about this starter choice. Okay, so going further into details, I'm going to be talking about the starters. And to start off with, it says here, these starters are Crystal, Schmaze, and Hochik. Each of them are level 5 in their stats, which are fixed for all players. Here's details on every TemTem starter along with key details worth knowing. Okay, so I guess this is at the point where I am able to learn, the type differences as well as stuff like that. So I'm going to read that out. Okay, so it says here, Crystal is a Crystal type TemTem, weak against fire and earth, and strong against electric and mental. Okay, I'm not sure what a mental type is, but I'll go with that. And it says here that these TemTems have traits, and in this case, Crysteel has amphibian traits, which when attacked with water, its speed increases. And looking at its stats with 27 HP, stamina 22, speed 13, that sounds like a pretty good trait on its own. But anyway, moving on to the next one. We got Schmazy, melee type, strong against earth and crystal, weak against mental. So basically, it's the assurance of a fighting type, and it's strong against ground types and weak against mental types. And its trait includes Fever Rush. When get hit with a status condition, its attack increases. And between the two, seems like Schmazy is actually stronger in terms of attack strength when it comes to Crystal. Now, and mind you, since I can't go about this in your standard traditional Pokemon game, I have to look at this in a much different perspective here. So I'm definitely paying more attention to speed and attack stats as well as defense, so just gonna look at that. And finally, we have Ho-Chick, which is a mental type, strong against neutral and melee type, and weak against crystal typing. And its trait is soft touch. When attacking a sleeping TemTem, it won't wake up. Don't know what that is supposed to mean, but anyway. It also says in a other note, Ho-Chick is recommended for those who want to focus on special attacks and comes recommended for taking down common neutral types. So going back, I just forgot to read that. And it says Smazy is a great choice for those who want to focus on attack power and speed, which is exactly what I'm looking for, low-key. And finally, Crystal Strength are in defense and HP. Additionally, in the early access version, the only starter TemTem that cannot be caught in the wild. Oh. So out of all 3 starters, you can catch 2 out of the 3 starters for... Okay. That's actually not bad. I'm definitely interested in seeing that, and when I look back at this, I'm just like, huh. Okay. I mean, I like I said, I'm looking at the starter evolutions, and it's not bad, but my primary focus when it comes to for games like this in particular, I'm often going to choose speed and attack power. So in that case, I guess Smazy will be my choice. You know, plus I don't really know too much else about TemTem, and I'm keeping it 100 about that. So now that I know, I'm definitely going to be looking at some gameplay just to figure out, you know, the mechanics as well as the excuse me, the overall gameplay as well as setup of how the whole system is gonna work. And I'm, like I said, now that I know who my starter is gonna be, I think I'm good at this point, because like I'm primarily making this video for people who don't know how to play TemTem, myself included. So for those of you who want to look back on it, look at it like this. If you want to start off a game like this, your best bet would probably be to use any melee type if you want to choose on speed and power. But that's just me. Only time will tell. I'm gonna let you guys know though. I'm definitely gonna see what I can do with that game. So I'm gonna get up with y'all. Let me know what y'all think of this video.